we have the third turn of Pharsalus here, and I'm going to just take you basically north to south through the map, and we'll have a look at things. It's not necessarily the order that things transpired, but I think it'll give you a feel for what's going on. So the Labienus and his cavalry eliminated one Gallic Lancer unit, and has forced the retreat of a few others. We had a deadlock attack here. Both sides took some step losses. We haven't had to activate the special rule for the fourth line of Caesar, which would be a TQ check for cavalry when they come into a line of sight 2 hexes or less. So we're waiting on that to happen. As we move down here, the first reordered their lines, as did the fifth, and they both kind of got squared away, and we ended up destroying. Between the first and the third, they killed one unit of the fifth, a cohort of the fifth, who was reduced or had taken a large number of step hits, depending on your version that you're playing. As we move down the line, the 12th really couldn't help themselves, and it made sense for them to be more aggressive, as they could take on the recruits with a +2 modifier under the simple great battles of history rules, and also they get, if you were using the standard rules, they get some weapon superiority capabilities there. So that caused an additional several points, route points, to be accumulated, and I'll give you the totals in a second. Right along the line, the Syrians and in fact the Macedonians as well also pulled their line back and started doubling up folks. Now, Caesar can't really afford to do that because he doesn't have the forces to double up, so he's having to run single most of the way there. Now, interestingly here, Domitus did a really good job bringing the Macedonian recruit legions, conscript legions to heel, really put the hurt on them. There's only 5 left in Macedonia and A, and there's a half a dozen here or so, but they're all beat up. This guy's got, well, he only has 1. Well, they're not beat up. Look at that. They're all pretty okay. But they've lost a couple. They've lost at least 2 cohorts, I think. So the combination of this formation and the 6th has pushed the line back. If I pull back a little bit, you can see it's pushed the line back and given us some potential to potentially break through and get into the rear. Now, the problem we have is that this conscript, the Cretan conscripts, they're hanging pretty tough, even though they just lost 2 cohorts, where we may have an opportunity here to break through, because these are in okay shape, but they're only recruit level. So whilst that's been going well, down here the veteran Galatian units have started to push back the 8th Legion. This could be really problematic. Unfortunately, though, there's only 2 small Roman cavalry units there, and one of them's already taken a hit. So I'm a little concerned about this veteran unit rolling up the flank of the 7th, which is a recruit, and the 8th, which is a veteran. They can maybe form a line back here if they have to, but once they lose this this buffering map edge with the river, we're in trouble. So that's kind of hit and miss, given we've taken some losses here. Those 2 are okay. That's got 4 hits on it. That has 1 hit on it, so they're actually in pretty good shape, but just nervous. So that's the overall picture for the current battle. I'm having a real hard time getting these forces into any sort of shape down here to do anything. The skirmishers are doing a reasonably good job of blocking. I think once we clear this last Lancer out, that's going to help. And then the idea would be for Pompey to get his forces arrayed, maybe 3 hexes back, and try and avoid being in any sort of too much of a long line, so the route rolls are not too savage, because these units are not very good. Their morales are 5s and 4s mostly. So here in the middle, in turn 3, it's really been trading blow for blow, but the particularly for the 12th has really taken a beating, and the 5th has had some losses as well. And in the middle, I've got conscripts versus conscripts, and it's really up to the 6th to do the damage there and push through, whilst the 7th has got to work out how to get its act together and take on those Cilician and Cretan forces. So interesting little scenario. It's not little, it's actually pretty big, but that's the battlefield at the moment. And I hope that gives you a feel for it.